I'm live on. Sorry, here I'm moving you all around. All right, welcome in, everybody. I am Carol, the owner and creator of all the items that you find on CarolJo's.com. It is an online jewelry and accessory business that I have had for a lot of years now, but we changed the name when we went to social media. So we do lots of things here. We do tutorials. Tomorrow night's tutorial, let me tell you, if you're someone that creates jewelry and sells it in a in-person type events, come join me tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central. We got a tutorial about that. We also do bead sales tonight at 8 p.m. We're going to continue on with our silicone bead sale. We have new focals. If you are into making things with the wristlets, the pens, anything with silicone, come join us for that one. Hi, Geraldine. We do also chat times, which is what we're going to have today. So any type of question that you guys may have, you can put it in the chat and we can talk about it. And it's just our way that twice a week we take some time to focus on different things that we want to talk about that isn't set for a tutorial or a sales type environment. It is our time for you guys to come in, ask questions, and we as a community can talk about it. So if you want to put them in the chat, that would be awesome. Hello, Deborah. How are you doing? So that's what we got going on today. And as always, 10 shares, 10,000 likes here on on TikTok. Then you will then we'll play a game to have a chance to win a choice of jewelry. Buttercup still has not made more bead soup for me. We went shopping yesterday instead of doing. I did a lot. She spent most of her day with her dad yesterday, and then when I got her, we went shopping together. If you guys saw my little video on that one, I have to say it was an awesome experience with her yesterday. So what we did together was awesome. So yeah. And all we were shopping for, hi Michelle, was shelving. Shelving to put the unsold beads on. So it'll be the back stock of the beads that we've got available are going to go on some shelving in some of the rooms downstairs. And I didn't get it all organized yet. It's going to take a while to organize. So what I did first, so you have to understand, Little Miss Buttercup, if you thought I was an organized person, Miss Buttercup is way more organized than me. She goes into her room and just organizes it. Hi, Gladys. I get where she gets it from. I know. I see a pattern. How about that? So, anyway, so when we were there, right now she's had all of her little stuffies that she has in a clothes basket that is supposed to be used for her dirty clothes and also to be used for like when I wash her clothes for her to take them to her room and to hang them up. And she's been using it for her stuffies. Hi, Miss Joya. And so I'm like, we were at Menards and they had not a pink, because pink is her favorite color, but they had this teal color, which is another one of her favorite colors. Pink's her favorite. And I said, do you want to get another clothes basket? And she goes, I found something else. So she found, one of those, I call them the crafting rolling trays, with the 3 shelves on it. She found one of those in pink at Menards. And she's like, I'm going to take the stuffies out of my basket and I'm going to put it in here. And I'm like, oh, I think I could use one of those too. So then we went and got one of those for me. And what it is that I have a lot of items. Yes, we do have I have a website for all of my jewelry that I create. I do not have a brick and mortar presence. So Chill Guy over here is asking if I have a store. I do not have a brick and mortar. I have an online. I only do my beads on lives. But we use my kitchen table is where, okay, where we do all of the sorting of the beads and stuff. Thank you. All it is a rondelle bead. That's all it is. And so, oh, this one's short. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'm counting charms for Saturday while we're talking. But anyways, all of the size bags that we have for sorting and putting things into bags, all of the, when we do counting of beads, we have bead counters. And then we have, like, I put them in the Ziploc baggies. Hi, Rainbow, how are you? And so we have all of that, and it's been sitting on my kitchen table this entire time. And it just, we push it down at the end of the table. I'm doing good. And I haven't liked it there. We had it at the end of the table when we had our table a different direction in our kitchen. And so literally I was like, I am going to get this cart just like she did. And last night we put the carts together. She did her whole organization with her stuffies last night. Turned out awesome. And then I started it on mine, and then I finished it this morning. And I love it. Now let's see if we can keep it that way is going to be the big next question. So the ladies who work for me, I've sent them a text going, we have a change, and showed them pictures, and we'll see how well it goes. So we have that. But the shelving units that I went there for is for my back stock. So imagine this. I have 2 bedrooms in my house that I have boxes and containers of beads. But you can only go so high because if they just sit on the floor, and you can only go so high because if you keep going, you just don't want to keep going down or it gets too high. So I was like, I just hate this that I only have this high that I can go, and I want to go this high, but I don't want to go through everything. So, oh, you're hopped over here. Thank you, Rainbow. So I decided to get shelving units. And so I found ones that I liked on Amazon, but to pay for the shipping of them just didn't make sense to buy them from there. So then I went to different places locally that I could buy from, and I could get them at our local Menards. And so that's what I did. So starting, I don't know if we'll do it tonight or not, between lives and stuff, if I will I have to take all of the Hagar beads and all of my post office boxes, not the shipping boxes that I use, but the post office boxes, out of an area. I have Prime too, and they still charge shipping. And so I got to take all of that out, and then we got to put up a shelf and then start putting things on the shelf. And then I'm going to just slowly, one area at a time, put up the shelves. The shelves I went with were like $75 a piece. They're 48 inches wide. They're 6 foot tall, 18 inches deep. So that's the size that they each are. Yeah, I know. They're over here asking about the Prime, because I have Prime. I have Amazon Prime, and you're not supposed to be charged shipping, but these were being charged shipping. And so I was like, yeah, no, I'm not spending that much on shipping. It was expensive shipping. Yeah, I was going to say, well, with us, okay, so my mom, when she was alive, actually worked at Menards. And so this is going to be my personal plug about Menards. She worked there not very long before she passed away. I mean, maybe, I don't even think she was there 2 years. But she was sick for, I gotta say, she started getting sick in January, but they didn't figure out what was wrong with her until around the 4th of July. And then she passed away mid-August. The entire time they worked with her on her schedule while she was trying to work. They worked with that. And then when she went and was in the hospital, and we worked on all the paperwork to get her on FMLA. She had health insurance on herself through it, so we needed to continue her health insurance. And they worked with us to make sure we could get that paid and that it wouldn't lapse. you know, and then when she finally passed away, she received an insurance benefit from them that she didn't even have to pay for. And so everything that they did helped us in that transition of never stressing about anything. They were so helpful and kind that if we do lumber type things or building type things, I will check Menards first over. We have a Lowe's and we have a Home Depot. And that's why we decided to, you know, I will always check there first just because of a personal experience. They could have been like, we don't care because we have hundreds of thousands. I mean, here in Sioux Falls, we have 2 Menards and there's hundreds of employees at each one. They could have been like, I don't care. But no, they were very caring, very, you don't see that in a lot of large corporations like that. Because you have to understand, if you might not have a Menards in your area, but if you're in our area, it is very big. So that's why I say that. So, and my hair is still wet because I had an hour and a half conversation with one of my kids today. And so it just pushed me back on getting ready for the day. And that's okay, because you know what? Family's the priority. You guys are just going to see me with wet hair and hardly any makeup on. I just put foundation and some powder on. And it's still, you can see my redness right here and right here. Rosacea, you got to love it. All right. Do you guys have any questions today? I am seriously counting out the charms that we're going to have on Saturday. Like I said, we got in the state charms. So like here, we're going to have Michigan. We have a lot of state charms. I don't know if I have all 50 states again. Yeah, I was going to say, they will have sales on it at times that, you know, you're like, yep. I am pricing out my building for to put all my beads in, that I was thinking about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Buying all the supplies through Menards to do it, because they have, when they have their 11% off sale, you can get 11% back that you use in the store, and then you just go buy more things from them to keep building. It's literally how my husband was able to do his entire add-on thing that we have enclosed for all the cars. We were able to do a lot of upgrades for hardly any extra money because we just bought it all on sale from them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that is what we do. And that's with my shelves. What I'm going to do is I'm trying to plan out how I want to keep all my boxes. Once we sort everything, how I want to store that down there. I don't know yet if I want to store it by, I store it right now. I have boxes in my basement that here's all the glass beads. Here's all the natural ones. Here's the pendants. Here's the chain. Here's the necklace ones. Here's all the acrylic beads, all the components. And so I'm trying to decide, especially on glass, because right now I have 4 different boxes of glass beads. Do I want to sort them by color or do I want to sort them by size? And I haven't decided yet. So if you guys could, you know, do any type of hi there, sweetheart strings. If you guys have any advice of how I should do it, so like, if you guys were to ask me to pick beads, would you do it by color, by size, or both? Because that's what I'm trying to figure out. This is this is my storing of them before I get them to you. I know, but I'm like, that would take a lot of boxes. So I got to come up with one or the other. That's why. Thank you for the heart me, sweetheart strings. I appreciate that. I know. I am. Then we wonder where Buttercup gets it from. Size and then color. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah. So yeah, so that's where I'm trying to like be like, okay, what? And so I think I want to take what I'm getting back is, they call it a rebate, is that I'm going to take that money to go buy more containers to put the back stock in instead of just leaving it in boxes. I want clear containers so I can see what it is. And then I'm going to, by having this shelving down there, my powder is making my face look really weird. By having all the shelving down there, I was going to take all my boxes down there and put them on a shelf too, of those that are getting ready for the to be looked at and unpacked. Okay, one of the charms, the state charms that oh, it's Arkansas, not Alabama. I think I got Arkansas because I got Alabama again. Did I get Arkansas finally? I thought I got it, and now I don't know. Buttercup is helping me count out the beads too. That's how she makes money to buy stuff. Because, you know, yeah, that's what yeah. And see, what I was thinking is that if I did size and then I could do them rainbow order. 4, 6, 8, 10. But anyways, I think I finally got Arkansas in. But I got Alabama in my hand right now. And that's what made me think of it. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's what we're going to do down there. So what my plans are before we start moving things around is that I want to go take pictures of what the room looks like. And it looks like a disaster right now. If you guys saw that, you would be like, is that really a room in my house? It's that bad. And it's because I have been pulling beads out of multiple containers and I need to put them back in their containers. And so if I had them on shelves and didn't have to have them all stacked up in a stack, I wouldn't have them all over on, because there's still a bed in this room. Because it is our guest room. And a guest can't stay in our room unless I would clean it up big time. So that's why I want to do that. Oh, wow. You've lived in a lot of different space. Do you know how many states I've lived in? Mine's pretty sad. It's a pretty sad amount of states. 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 30. I've lived in a whopping 2. Grew up, lived in South Dakota, graduated high school in South Dakota, went to college in Minnesota. I just went one state over, and then came back to South Dakota. That's been it. That's the excitement of my life. Why did I get the number 3? I seriously do not. Oh, this is the letter E. When you look at this, you will see E. But I was looking at it this way, and it's 3. So there's 3, and there's E. Whoops, hold on. E. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 5. There's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's a weird number. Let me see. Yes. Oh, I'm supposed to get 26 of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6. And I got 27. Yep. So yeah, so I'm just counting them to make sure. So like when, I know we count them out when we go to do them, but this gives us a starting point of it. Yes, I did get in, I think I got in Nebraska. Let me see here. Wyoming, Texas, Nebraska, I did. I did get Nebraska. 6, 10. I'm going to count it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, one thing I was going to tell you guys too, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, is that I woke up to an email from one of my suppliers. Hi, I know, and you're okay. I totally get it. Because when you said, you know, you had, I don't have them yet. I don't have them yet. I ordered them in the silver like I've normally had, and I ordered a lot of them, like between 300 and 500 of them. There's a reason. I'll go back to the numbers why I ordered so much. But I also ordered them in rose gold and I believe gold too. Gold I'm on the fence about. I could get them on sale in rose gold, so I ordered them. Someone sent me a picture of how they use those bracelets in a different way. And so I thought, you know what? I know our charms are in silver and other colors. But I thought, okay, I'm going to do all different kinds of metals that I can get at, keeping them at, I think I got to remember, 50 cents a piece. I think that's what they are. And so I wanted to keep them at that price point. And if I could get them in different metal colors at that price point, I was going to bring them. So I ordered more than just silver. But don't quote me on what metal colors they are. And it's because they use them other than in the charm. So, you know, I just made me think, you know what? I'm just going to order as many colors. Even if that person doesn't buy from me, I'm okay with it. But it gives you guys options. And I never thought about doing that as an option. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. The reason why I am buying stuff in larger quantities is because of the tariffs. And I've been wondering about them. And so one of the emails that I received this morning, because I mean, you probably have all heard in the news that $800 or less or $1,000 or less, I've heard different amounts, price point, the tariffs have been exempt and that goes away. So it doesn't matter what size or how much I'm purchasing, the tariffs are going to be on everything. And most of my orders that I have been doing lately have been over that amount. But my companies, if I select an option, which I've told you guys about, is shipping by sea, which is the slowest option available, I do not have tariffs. And because of that, prices have been able to stay low. Now with all the tariff changes, they can no longer, they said when these go into effect, they can no longer, just like any business, they can no longer pay it. And so I have to order, they gave me a drop dead date of what they will pay tariffs through for me. And so I will not have tariffs on any order that I place between now and April 20th. So I do have a drop dead date, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I'm going to be placing orders to on beads to stock up. I already have 7 different orders coming to me, and I'm working on one very larger order. What would you do if I don't understand that one. X Flutter Duck Moo X. I'm missing something in there. Can you explain? Oh, what would you do if I bought 50 beads? I do bead sales all the time over on TikTok. Every week I go live at least twice selling beads. This week we have tonight silicone. Tomorrow we will, over lunch hour or around lunchtime, I will be doing the basket sales. We have a bead sale on Friday night and we have a charm sale on Saturday. So, you know, we do it all the time, and you have to be in the United States. I only sell in the United States. Okay, that's all right. I have a child that is. And so that is what we do. So, but after we get through all of the beads that I have on hand or those that Okay, that's tonight, Joya, and it's also Tuesday. So, or not Tuesday, Wednesday. I forgot I have 2 silicone sales this week. So the Tuesday sale, or not Tuesday, the Wednesday sale for silicone, and tonight is silicone. Just to give you a heads up. Hold on, I gotta take a drink. So I am trying to get as many beads on hand, but being that I am not working my normal full-time job, it's kind of scary. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, it is scary for me because I'm going to take out of savings to pay for these. And so I want to replenish my savings. So I'm just like freaking out, but it'll be okay. You guys are supporting me and I appreciate it. But that's where we're going to be at, just to let y'all know. And we're going to try to keep our prices as low as possible for as long as possible. We just can't put me in the poorhouse. You guys can laugh at me on that one. So that's what the plan is. I don't know. I know I said I was going to put an order in for a huge order from the manufacturer for silicones. I'm going to tell you right now, I have been hemming and hawing about this because I did not put it in, and this is on me because I've been trying to figure out what I want to order to get what I want. I did not put the order in. It takes 2 months for that order to get here. 2, 4, 6, 8. And because of that, it will come in after the tariffs are in place. And I don't know that I want to pay tariffs on silicone beads like that. So I don't know what to do. I may hold off for a little bit on doing that. We are just doing talking today. We are having a chat time. Tonight we will do silicone beads. So the schedule for this week is today's chat time. 8 o'clock tonight will be silicone bead sale, which will mainly focus on the focal beads because I have about 100 new ones in, and I have some of them I will only have 1 or 2 of, and some of them I will have 4 or 5 of them. So some of them will have multiples of, okay? They're not all singles. And then if we get through all of those, then I'm going to do some solid color in different shapes and sizes. Tomorrow noonish. Let me see what time that is. I got to bring up my post so I remember what time it is because I can't remember the times. I'm writing them in my, I don't even have my backup account up. I am reading from here today. Can you believe that, everybody? Okay. Tuesday at 1 p.m., we're going to have the basket sale. The basket sale is items that people have claimed but didn't pay. I actually had someone that had we'll do a giveaway here. We actually had someone who had a payment arrangement with me for a while, and they just decided that at this point it's not in their budget to keep doing it. So I do have some of those items up for sale. So some of them are even from like last year time frame. So we'll be having that. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on both YouTube and TikTok. This is the one I think you guys are wanting to come to. It is going to be the booth tutorial. It is all types of talking points that I'm going to give info on, and then we can talk about it on setting up your booths and what to think about and just different things. Like, did I ever think about that when I was first started? No. I wish I would have had this information. So that is what we're going to do on Tuesday at 8. Wednesday, we're going to be doing a silicone bead sale at 11 a.m. Not 2, like I said earlier. Thursday at 2 p.m. Do I have any charm link bracelets? I do not. Thursday April 10th at 2 p.m. we're going to be doing a 3-layer illusion bracelet. It is what we used to call the 3-tier bracelet. I renamed it because I was like, I just didn't like the word tier in there. So we renamed that. We're going to do that. And I will be making kits of that one to sell on Friday. Then at 8 p.m. Thursday night, we're going to have another chat time like what we're doing here. Friday night will be the bead sale at 7 p.m. And we'll have that illusion bracelet in. Excuse me. We'll do charm sales on TikTok at 10 a.m. is when we're going to start there. And then from there, I do have a hard stop on that one. We're not going to go all day. I'm probably going to end by 1 o'clock that day. It is Buttercup's cookie sale event. Like where after we get done selling the cookies, they will be having prizes and stuff. And then the families, we all get to go swimming. They rented out a indoor-outdoor swimming area. And I don't know that we're going to be outdoors for it, but that is what we're going to be doing on Saturday. And so we're going to end early so that we can go do that with her. All right. I got to put a color in the chat here so everybody can do this game. Let's do... All right. There we go. You guys go ahead. I know I've seen that one too, and it's really cool, Joya. So go ahead and put those in there, and I'm going to grab some items for our giveaway. We'll do this one. And, ooh, that one. And I need to go get a couple of stickers here. All right. Let's see if anybody's guessed it yet. Nobody guessed it yet. I'll give a clue in a little bit. Do, 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 do. Okay, the clue is birthstone. Birthstone. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, someone got it. Let's see. It's going to tell us in a second who it is. Joya, you are the winner. Whoop, whoop. All right. The color was aquamarine. All right, you get your choice. We have this glass pendant here. It's got like the dichroic glass right there. That's like a purpley blue and yellow heart glass pendant. Or the bracelet that is in black with the silver plated white squares. It is on a toggle closure bracelet. So you get to decide. Do you want the pendant or what size for which one, Joya? For the bracelet, it's an extra large. The necklace is an 18-inch cord. The bracelet's extra large. So that makes it around a 7.5. Oh, you'll take the bracelet? Okay. I think that's it. I'm going from memory. So don't quote me. I got it for you. Keep tap, tap, tap. I'm not supposed to say that word, but I did. And liking away. And we will do another giveaway at 20K. All right. Let's see. 100. This one is the one charm that I know a lot of you have been waiting on. We got Texas back in. We have 100 of those on. I don't know. We're not giving those, or we're not selling, we'll be selling those on Saturday, Teresa. I'm just showing you guys what we got back in. I'm not sure. Oh no, I'm not selling them yet. Saturday, 10 a.m. I'm just excited we got Texas back. You guys all want Texas. And that's the one I have a hard time keeping. Literally. But I'm going to show you Minnesota I could not get. Oh, you can get excited. Come join Saturday. Minnesota, I couldn't get the same charm again, but I found this one. So we're going to have a little bit different one for Minnesota this next time. Oh, yeah. We'll have 6, 8, 10. So finding the charms here, it changes up. I don't know. I honestly don't know. In my bag, I don't have them, but that doesn't mean I don't have them. As I say, Tony, we're going to sell those on Saturday. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to sell Saturdays when we're doing the charms. I'm just counting them right now, getting them ready. Me and Buttercup, or Buttercup and I, are working on it. Yep. I know. It's okay. 4, 6, 8, 10. Sorry to get your hopes up, but we'll have 100 of them. So be thinking. And I will, on the states, I can grab all the states that I have. And we'll do that. Now, I also got in, because I can grab the states from my back stock, but the initials, I am not going to bring all of the initials that I have. And the reason being is that I will be 10 a.m. Central. And I can't remember. Hi, Zuli. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the April gifts. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you. 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's 10. So what we're going to do, and I can't remember their time zone, so I'm just going to tell you. 6, 8, after I get this count of 10. Okay, so on Saturday, 10 a.m. is Central, so that'd be 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 Central, 9 Mountain, and 8 Pacific. So if that helps you out with what time you will need to be on to be able to do claiming of those. And the way I do 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. The way I do the items is normally I have them sometimes in categories, and I'll bring out a category. But anything that is brand new doesn't get put in its category. It just gets put in the box. So I have a new box, which is just a plastic container like this, and we fill it up with whatever we have new. So I still have this much to count. So we're going to have it probably at least half full of new items. We have some flowers. We have the military items. I do need to keep some of those back because of the VA. So some of those, I'm just going to keep 1 or 2 back of each one. So even though I might have 25 of them, I'm probably only going to sell between 20 to 23 of each one, depending on what it is, so that I can have them for myself for my in-person shows that I'm going to be doing here. But we'll have military different ones. We will have different initials in the states. We got in some flowers. I got in some dog bones. So, because we sold out of those. So I got in a different size because I couldn't get the exact same thing, but we got dog bones here. So we'll have a lot of different ones. We will also have the connector, or a charm connector. We'll bring it up to this one. And that is, this figure, or not the figure eight, it's infinity as a connector. So we'll have that available on Saturday. Ooh, I'll show you another one that we got in. This one I was excited about. I don't know if you guys will be as excited as I am, but my Lord, they are all connected together and don't want to leave each other. They want to stay together as a family. It is a stethoscope with the heart. I had someone asking for stethoscopes, and I could find that one with the heart, so I grabbed that one. I hope that will be okay. So we'll have those on Saturday. 6, 8, 10. I wonder what else we're gonna have. I can't remember. But I will bring in the rest of the state charms that I have, because I didn't order all states because I had some states already on hand. And those that I sold out of and you guys requested, I put down on my list and I tried to find as many of them as I could. There were a few that I couldn't find. So I don't have all 50 states. I will tell you that. 6, 8, 10. 6, 8, 10. And anybody who paid, oops, I have 61, there's one in the bag. Anybody who paid, normally on Saturday or Sunday nights, I do those up and get them ready for Ryan. Last night, because we went shopping, I'm not selling anything at this time. This one's a chat there, August. Thank you for the heart me. But 8 o'clock tonight will be when I do that. But anyway, so because of going and spending time shopping with little Miss Buttercup, I didn't have time to get the shipping done last night. So I am going to take it to the post office myself. So the plan is, you're okay, you're all good. The plan is I will, after I get off the live, I am going to start packaging. Hi, Mitra. I'll package up those that have paid and get those to the post office yet today myself. And then I'm picking up little Miss Buttercup from school. She doesn't have to ride the bus home tonight. So 6, 8, 10. So I will be getting her. Yay. Hi, is it Cole 3? Is that how you pronounce that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 41. We have 41. Woohoo. Yep, so your order will be packaged and sent out today. I haven't packaged, normally I package them up and send them with Ryan, but I told him, you don't have to go, I will take them. He's like, okay. And then I told Buttercup, I'm like, you want me to pick you up from school? And she said, yeah. And I said, okay. So it all worked out. We have more of the letter A. I did not order a lot of the, let me see if that's going to be the right way for you guys. Yep. Of the alphabet charms, because they didn't have in stock what I normally would buy. And I don't know if I like these as well. They're more cursive-y. Yep, it did. Okay, so whenever we get the she shed done, we have no idea when that's going to be because, you know, with my job, we're still looking at it and looking at pricing and stuff, but we're just not sure yet. 6, 8, 10. I will take this wall out and put it in there. Hi, Rosie. I will take the back stock that, you know, where I'm working on the shelving and stuff right now. That will all be moved over there. And my shelving that I have in here for some of my stuff that's like for what you find out on my website, that I have everything stored there, that will all go to the she shed beach shed she shed. The items in the closet that are beads, those would go. Office supply stuff, because this is the hard part. I only have one computer and I use it for personal, and I don't want to have to run out to there every time. And so I am trying to figure out how to have two computers that we can, get the same documents on. Because right now, the Word or Microsoft that I have, I can't share the same, it's not cloud based. And so I'm looking into getting cloud based for my documents so that I can have it in two different places. So I could work here in the house or I could go out there. So that's another expense that would be happening that I don't have right now, because I have had the Microsoft for a long time now. And so I didn't have to pay a subscription for it. But my computer isn't that old. I was like actually one of the last ones that could get it where you didn't have to buy it. So I'm having a moment of, the sheds from Lowe's are too small. We already looked. The sheds from Lowe's are very small. I need about 700 would be the lowest square footage that I need. We know that based upon how much room I'm taking up right now. Because we are using the kitchen. We can't use the kitchen as a tax write-off because it's actually our kitchen. But the other rooms right now that I am using for my bead stuff, I actually just use it for beads. And we know what that square footage is of our house that I'm using for my bead stuff. And so, because of that, I know what size I need. 700 is comparable to what we have right now to give us enough room that I can have lives in there. Okay. See, and I'm like looking at getting that too. I just haven't had to pay that subscription fee for it. And that's what's killing me is like, I'm like, I paid the larger amount a while ago and it's usually forever until you get a new computer. And now you have to go to the subscription. And I'm like, I'm just going to have to break down and do it. Nope, I cannot. I cannot. And the thing is that, where I live at, the zoning laws out in the country are every 40 acres, you can have a house. And we do not have 40 acres. We have like 9 acres. So I do not have enough land. And then even in that land has to have a housing eligibility on it, because some people have moved their housing eligibilities around and then sold off some of their housing eligibility. So it's kind of a weird thing. And where I live at, in the county I live at, it is so close to Sioux Falls that acreages and that housing eligibility is extremely expensive. They are, and I don't know what land prices are in your area, but for our South Dakota, this is expensive. A housing eligibility with maybe 2 acres of land is going for around $250,000 to $300,000. That's no buildings. That's just land and a housing eligibility. Okay, thank you, Rosie, for saying that, because that's the thing I'm having a hard time with. I even looked it up last night going, should I just bite the bullet? It's $100 a year if I just do it all at once and do it on multiple devices, because I just need for me. We don't need separate family member, type thing. And then you can do it on like 5 different devices, I think it is. So I could actually have it. I could have it on my tablet. I could have it on 2 computers, and then I could just be doing things while sitting on the couch. So I'm like, how do I just do that? Has anybody done the Microsoft on an iPad? How does that work? Well, you guys were just flooded, so, or getting a lot of rain. So yes, I get that. So that's the big question I am toying with, is like, how do I do that better? Right now, and that's the cost. I wouldn't purchase land for this. I would keep it on our land. If I build an outbuilding, it is not, it doesn't change our property tax, and I stay within our building eligibilities. because the way our county actually does it is they do the highest valued building on your land and your house. And we have other buildings already that are being used for tax purposes. Whew, Jiminy, poor Joya. Poor Joya, let me just say. So that's why I can do that. And what we're looking at is we're actually looking at taking and making like what would be considered the plans for a garage, and just not having the garage doors put in. And the garage doors would be available like after, if for some reason I would stop doing this, we would just put the garage doors on, and then it's a garage for Ryan to store more cars on. And so we're trying to decide, do we do what size building? And he actually looked at a contractor to do a building for us that doesn't include the cement work, and it doesn't include the heating and air conditioning system that we want to put in, or the insulation that we would put in. And then we would portion off part of it, because those buildings, I do not, Rainbow, I have not made the chain link charm bracelets. What I would say to be able to do those is this chain that I have more coming of it, this link a chain, making it about a 7 inches or so, or between 7 and 8 inches, depending on how long you want or how big you want to make it. And then using that with a closure on it to make it into a bracelet. I do have, you guys, I do have bracelets made. You know how we do the necklaces? I will have bracelets coming that are like that, but they're a bigger one. And I don't know if those will be big enough to make into charm bracelets or not, but I do have some of those coming with chain links. 7, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20 of that one. So we have that. Yep, I can see. I will have paper clip chain coming in that is larger, that we could make into charm bracelets too. Yep. Those are in shipment, or in all my orders that I have placed recently have all shipped. This last one that I need to place here, that one is I haven't placed it yet, the last one. So if I said I've ordered it, that means it's on its way. If I say I need to order it, it's going into, and I'm placing an order tonight. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then I have to see where I'm at. Nope, I have not been able to do those. Joya, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I know. 2, 4, 6, 8. I've had a couple of you guys ask, and I just have not been able to find them. They're expensive. So it's not an investment, and you have so many of them that I just haven't found them at a price point where I'm like, yes, I'm going to bring those. I mean, we're talking, they would be, for me, for an investment, they're an investment, and then I would have to turn around, and they're like $3 to $4 a piece. 6, 8, 10, so 52. So if that's the price point, you're okay, I'd do it. But right now, I'm saying I don't think that's the price point. Thank you, Rainbow, for the heart me. And I will be bringing this Friday night, just to let y'all know, Friday night, I will be bringing a couple of items from oh geez, I didn't even realize Zuli did us out on that one. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to do another goal, but let me put something else in here. I'm going to bring a couple of items from the Hagar sale. So I will be bringing those. There are some really cool new gifts, but I have a hard time asking you guys to spend $1.99 or $3.99 for the gifts, but they have some really cool flower ones, but we are not doing those. They hardly, it's like they're taking away all the lower ones. I just have a hard time doing some of these. And I know it sounds silly. I only do them because of, thank you, Rainbow. I do them because that helps us get us out to the algorithm. Oh, hold on. Sorry. One of the kids is calling. I'll probably have to drop here and take their call and call them back. 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6. There we go. 27. And so, I just try to put lower price ones in there to help out the algorithm. That's why I do it. That's it. It's not that I'm like, thank you, Rainbow. And so, that is what I do, why I do it, and how come it's the lower amount. So thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right. Yep, I do need to. She left me a voicemail. I need to go help my daughter with something. Oh, no. Ooh. So I'm probably not going to set a new goal, but thank you. I am going to be on at 8 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Central tonight, and we're going to do silicone, and it's going to be mostly focals in this one. So come in for that one. We will see you guys 8 p.m., all right? Have a good afternoon. Bye.